This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. I'm on a roll today, so I'm going to just keep it going. Anthony Joshua versus Big Baby Miller. Here's my take on it, man. I like the antics of Big Baby Miller. I like what he's doing, but it needs to stop because now you're taking it to a place that's a little too far. I'm going to say that again. You're taking it to a place that's a little too far. I know I'm going to have some of my cats out here. Shout outs to Woodstar TV and all these other cats that's not going to agree with what I'm saying, but it is what it is. I'm not here to make friends, man. I'm here to give the cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truths. That's how I operate out here in these streets. And if I have to agree to disagree, even with my real G's out here in these boxing streets, it is what it is. I don't want Big Baby Miller to be stirring up that pot, man, because Anthony Joshua has a silent beast in him. I'm going to say that again. He has a silent beast in him. You know, I know there's certain ways about him that's a little off and, you know, it's a little off-putting. And I've said it before. I feel like he's stiff as you don't know what in the boxing ring. But he has the better ones and twos in my estimation as opposed to a Big Baby Miller. Big Baby Miller is the busier fighter. But, you know, I feel that Anthony Joshua's conditioning is going to last because he's been in championship fights like the Klitschko fight where he got dropped. You know what I'm saying? His mental fortitude was tested and he went the distance and dropped Klitschko twice. Something has to be said for that. The man is an Olympic gold champion. And you don't get that off the strength of just luck. You get that off the strength of having some measure and some degree of skills. And y'all cats have to start putting respect on his name. Because I know we joke about Anthony Joshua, and there's a lot of stuff to joke about, to be honest with you. And I like when, you know, my cats like the Woodstar TVs of the world and these cats joke on things of that nature. It's funny to me. It's hysterical. It's hilarious at the highest levels. But we got to call a spade a what? A spade. We got to keep that thing a buck. We got to keep it real, and we got to call that thing 100. And the truth of the fact of the matter is, Big Baby Miller does not belong in the same ring with Anthony Joshua. This is just a step in or a busy fight for Anthony Joshua for the inevitable fight between him and Deontay Wilder. We got to call this thing a spade for what it is, a spade. The real fight everyone wants is Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. Anyone that thinks in their brain, and you guys got to understand, man, there's politics beyond boxing as well. Anyone that thinks in their brain that Big Baby Miller has a chance, and even I'm going to go against my boy Errol Spence. Because I know Errol Spence, he didn't say it from a knowledgeable standpoint. He wasn't even using boxing, you know what I'm saying, pedigree to explain the breakdown of Anthony Joshua versus Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua versus a Big Baby Miller. He just basically went off the strength that Big Baby's American and Anthony Joshua's from the UK, and that's why he's picking Big Baby. I understand that. People do that all the time. Just look at one of the Benavidez brothers. They picked Mikey Garcia. They didn't use any substance or anything to say why they're picking Mikey Garcia over Errol Spence. They just picked Mikey Garcia because he's fellow Mexican. I get it. You support your own. And that's what Errol Spence is doing in that regard. He's just being biased from that standpoint. But even I'm going to respectfully agree to disagree with him. Anthony Joshua is the better fighter. He's the better boxer. He's the more accomplished boxer and fighter. And his record is not going to get tainted by Big Baby Miller. Big Baby Miller is too freaking sloppy. He blows up too much in weight in between fights. They should call his ass Big Titty Miller, like Woodstar TV say. His ass is Big Titty Miller. Not Big Baby Miller, Big Titty Miller. Shout outs to my boy Woodstar TV for saying that. Because I have to give credit where credit's due. He's the one that first said that. He's Big Titty Miller to me, not Big Baby Miller. The man blows up too much in between weight. Blows up weight too much in between fights. He's not ready to fight the magnitudes of an Anthony Joshua. And the more log he keeps putting on that fire and keep pissing off Anthony Joshua, the more that I'm going to believe. Because I had this thing a late stoppage, whether 11 or 12 round by Anthony Joshua, only because of the fact that Big Baby Miller is busy. He's the busier fighter. And that weight. He's going to be significantly more weight than Anthony Joshua. So this is not going to be as easy of a knockout for him as other fights. But he keeps adding more log into the wood, man. And last time I checked, I think Anthony Joshua is going to be in the 240s for this fight. Usually when Anthony Joshua is fighting heavier opponents, he weighs more. But you all know how boxing works, especially at the heavyweight level. The more you weigh, boy, the more power you got. And these heavyweights, man, any one of them, I don't care the size they are 1 or 2 shots away from hitting that damn square circle and hitting that thing thunderously. I think he's pissing Anthony Joshua off. Now making comments about the mom and things of that nature, and then the pushing. I mean, come on, I get it. You're trying to sell fights. But enough is enough, man. Just focus on the fact that you need to, make sure that you're best conditioned for this fight if I'm Big Baby Miller. You need to make sure you're showing some kind of chiseledness. Because every time we see you, we see nothing but stretch marks, titties, and we see nothing but grease stains all over your damn body in rows of fats and things of that nature. You need to be in shape for this fight, dude. We need to see some kind of, muscular structure in your body, because Anthony Joshua is going to be in shape for this fight. And he's going to be ready. And all that stuff you talking, I see it, man, that quiet storm in him. It's coming out more and more. The more and more I hear him talk, the more and more I'm of the belief that he's going to knock out Big Baby Miller earlier. I had this thing 11, 12 round stoppage. I might have to change my prediction to 8 or 9, possibly 10. Because I feel like he's going to punish him round after round for all that crap he was talking. And he's going to get his ass out of there. This fight's probably going to look like the Dillian Whyte fight, man. I'm serious. So if I'm Big Baby Miller, I'll shut the fuck up and stop, poking at the bear, man. Because that's what he's doing with Anthony Joshua. He keep poking at that bear. Because when you keep poking at that bear, eventually the bear is going to eat you, especially if it's a damn polar bear. You don't want to be doing that kind of stuff, especially if they lacking 1 million calories. They're ready to eat your ass up. And me, I'm all about calling a spade a spade. That's how I operate. Even when it has to deal with my real G's out here in these boxing streets. I get it. Folks want to go for Big Baby Miller because they don't like what Anthony Joshua stands for. Sure, I don't like a lot of what he stands for either. But we got to keep that thing a buck, man. We got to call a spade a spade. He didn't get to the top of the heavyweight division for no reasons. He made the right moves, but he also has the skills. It's there. And he's won credible fights. So we got to put some degree of respect on the man's name. And I'm going to do that. That's the thing with me. I'm going to have to be fair when I have to be fair. And in this case, I'm going to be ultimately fair. And I feel that Anthony Joshua is going to win the fight regardless. I had him winning 11 or 12 round stoppage, TKO stoppage. But I'm changing that thing, man. I got it between 8 and 10 rounds TKO stoppage. Because I feel the more Big Baby Miller keeps talking, the more Anthony Joshua is going to keep that in his mind when he does that. Because we saw that same nonsense when Anthony Joshua, had that fight not too long ago, man. Y'all know the fight that I'm talking about. Anthony Joshua, this cat was sitting here. He was running his freaking mouth. His name's going to come to me. It's just not coming to me right now. I'll probably put it in the comment section when I remember his name. Dude was running his fucking mouth. Anthony Joshua was not the champion yet. And Anthony Joshua knocked his ass out. Dude went to rapping after that. So I know there's a mean streak in Anthony Joshua. There's that quiet storm in him. And y'all help me to remember that cat's name, man, because his name's just not coming to me. See, that's how irrelevant he's been since. I think he came back to boxing. He fought one fight not too long ago. But his name will come to me. Anthony Joshua got his first belt off of that motherfucker. But you saw that dude was running his mouth the whole damn time. And when they stepped into the ring, Joshua laid his ass out, man. Same thing with Dillian Whyte. He was running his fucking mouth, man. Anthony Joshua has this thing. I seen it. It's a pattern. You run your freaking mouth, he makes you pay in the ring, man. He got that quiet storm in him. I like that about him. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of cut from the similar cloth of Earl Spence. It's that quiet storm. You keep running your damn mouth, have that same energy come fight night. I'm telling you, if I'm Big Titty Miller, a.k.a. Big Baby Miller, I'm going to shut the fuck up, man. Because come fight night, you only going to make that TKO stoppage that much sooner. This is He Knows His Sport. Checking out.